Meet Basara Tojo, not your average hero. Basara Tojo, a name that sounds like it should belong to a rock star, not a hero. But here we are. In a world where demons and heroes are as common as traffic jams, Basara stands out, not because he wears a cape, he doesn't, but because he's got the whole reluctant hero with a complicated past thing going on. Picture a guy who's just trying to live a normal life, and then, bam, demons. It's like ordering a pizza and getting a dragon instead. Basara's backstory could give soap operas a run for their money. Born into the prestigious hero clan, think ancient warriors, but with more angst. Basara's life is like a roller coaster that only goes upside down. He's got all the hero credentials. Brooding looks, a mysterious past, and enough family drama to fill a trilogy of novels. But despite his pedigree, he's more at odds with his clan than a cat at a dog show. Hero or reluctant teenager? Basara is like that one friend we all have who says they hate drama, but always end up in the middle of it. He's got a strong sense of justice, but you'll often find him sulking about the burden of heroism. His internal monologues could win awards for drama, and his life choices often leave you wondering if he missed a few life tutorials. When it comes to fighting, Basara's got moves that would make a ninja jealous. He can swing a sword like he's conducting an orchestra. A very violent orchestra. His magical power, the banishing shift, is the equivalent of a video game cheat code. It turns the tide of battle so dramatically you almost expect dramatic background music to start playing. Basara's like the main gear in a clock. Everything revolves around him. Whether he's awkwardly trying to protect Mio and Maria or having a stare, down with a demon, he's at the center of the action. His involvement in the story is like adding hot sauce to a recipe. It just spices everything up. Watching Basara evolve over the season is like watching a caterpillar turn into a butterfly, if the caterpillar was armed and broody. He starts off as a hero in denial, grappling with his family legacy and where he fits in the world. But as the season progresses, he grows into his role, finding confidence and a sense of purpose. It's a transformation from a moody teenager to a moody teenager with a mission. In conclusion, Basara Tojo's story in Shinmai Mao no Testament is like watching a hero flick, but with more family drama and less spandex. It's a tale of growth, conflict, and learning to embrace the chaos, with a healthy dose of sword fights and magical showdowns. Basara might not be your typical hero, but he's certainly one you can't help but root for, even when he's being a drama king. Demon Princess Extraordinaire Mio Naruse. The girl with hair as red as her temper and a secret identity bigger than any superheroes. She's the Demon King's daughter, which sounds cool until you realize it's like having the most infamous dad at parent-teacher conferences. Mio's life is a never-ending telenovela of evading demons and dealing with the overprotective Basara. Think of her as a princess, but instead of waiting for a prince, she's dodging demonic assassins. Talk about family drama. Enter Yuki Nonaka, Basara's childhood friend, who's as loyal as a golden retriever, but with better hair. She's got the whole girl next door vibe if the girl next door could swing a sword like a samurai and had a secret crush. Yuki's connection with Basara is like a Facebook relationship status. Complicated. She's always there for him, battling demons and teenage angst with equal prowess. Maria Naruse, the younger sister of Mio, is a succubus with the energy of a hyperactive puppy and the mischievousness of a trickster god. She's the mastermind behind many of the series' face-palm moments, using her powers to stir up all sorts of trouble for Basara. If there's a line, Maria's not just crossing it, she's doing the cha-cha on it. Chisato Hasegawa, the school nurse, is as enigmatic as a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. She's got this aura of calm that's more suspicious than a politician's promise. Chisato's interactions with Basara and company are like watching a chess master at play. You know she's 5 moves ahead, but you're not quite sure what game she's playing. The dynamics between these lovely ladies and Basara Tojo are like a high-stakes soap opera with a dash of magical warfare. Mio brings the drama, Yuki adds the loyalty, Maria throws in the chaos, and Shizato sprinkles in the mystery. Together, they turn Basara's life into a circus that he never bought tickets for. Each one of them challenges Basara in their own unique way, from sword fights to emotional roller coasters. In conclusion, the female characters of Shinmei Mao No Testament are not your average damsels in distress. They're more like a band of superheroines with a penchant for causing and solving problems, often at the same time. Each brings her own flavor to the mix, creating a story that's as unpredictable as it is entertaining. They keep Basara on his toes, proving that in a world filled with demons and heroes, the most challenging battles are often fought with the heart. Basara and Mio's first meeting was less love at first sight, and more, hey, you're a demon, and I'm supposed to fight you, but let's be family instead. Imagine Basara's surprise when his dad brings home a daughter of the Demon King and says, "Surprise! You have a new sister now." It's like ordering a pet online and getting a dragon instead. The Basara and Mio saga is like a roller coaster, if the roller coaster had demons and magical contracts. They start off on rocky ground with Basara trying to protect Mio from all sorts of unsavory demonic types, while she's busy being the rebellious teenager with apocalyptic powers. It's like a buddy cop movie, but with more magic and less donuts. Their relationship is peppered with conflicts, kind of like a sitcom where the characters can't decide on pizza toppings, but instead of pizza, it's about how to handle demonic attackers. Every time Basara and Mio face a challenge, whether it's a battle or a disagreement, it's like watching a dance. Off where the moves are sword strikes and magical blasts. Spoiler! They always end up stronger, like a fitness program from hell. Let's talk about the emotional side of things. Basara and Mio have more emotional ups and downs than a telenovela. One minute they're arguing about how to deal with a demon. The next, they're sharing a moment that could make a soap opera blush. Their relationship evolves from guardian and protectee to something more complex, like a chess game where the pieces have feelings. By the end of the season, Basara and Mio are like that classic dynamic duo, where one is the brain and the other is the brawn. Except here, they both share the roles interchangeably. It turns out, Basara's protective instincts and Mio's demon powers are a match made in. Well, not heaven, but you get the point. They learn that two heads, or in this case, one hero and one demon, are better than one when facing the world's craziness. In conclusion, the story of Basara and Mio in Shinmei Mayu No Testament, if the rom-com had demonic battles and family drama. Their journey from accidental siblings to allies in arms is packed with action, arguments, and a fair share of awkward moments. It's a tale of finding strength in unexpected places and relationships, proving that even in a world of demons and magic, the biggest battles are often fought within. Basara and Yuki's relationship is like a throwback to every childhood friend's. Turned, more story, but with swords and spells. Yuki is the girl next door. If the girl next door could slice through demons and had a crush hidden deeper than your missing socks. Their past is like a scrapbook of almost their moments and what-if glances mixed with the typical hero clan drama. Think of them as two peas in a very violent pod. Watching Basara and Yuki navigate their feelings is like observing two people trying to dance together for the first time, stepping on each other's toes, but occasionally getting the rhythm right. Yuki's loyalty and Basara's hero complex create a tango of protection and unspoken words. She's like his backup battery, always there to charge him up when demons get him down. Their relationship is dotted with moments that swing from awkward high school musical to epic fantasy showdown. Remember that time Yuki decided to fight alongside Basara against her own clan? That's like choosing to play for the rival team because your crush is the captain. These moments are where Yuki's loyalty and Basara's trust in her shine like a disco ball in a dark room, awkward but eye-catching. Yuki's presence in the story is like adding a twist to a plot that already has more turns than a pretzel. Her decisions, influenced by her feelings for Basara, often leave the narrative spinning like a top. Whether she's standing up to her clan or backing up Basara in battles, Yuki adds layers to the story like a well-made lasagna, complex and surprisingly hearty. Basara and Yuki's influence on each other is like a mutual growth seminar hosted in a war zone. Yuki's calm demeanor balances Basara's impulsive nature, like a yin to his yang, if yin and yang fought demons for a living. For Yuki, Basara is the reminder of a path not taken, an invitation to question her beliefs. Their growth together is like watching two plants reach for the sun, only these plants wield magic and swords. In conclusion, Basara and Yuki's journey in Shinmai Mao, No Testament, is a blend of childhood nostalgia, awkward romantic tension, and high-stakes battles. It's a dance of loyalty, duty, and emotions, set against the backdrop of a world where every day is a fight for survival. Their story is a reminder that sometimes the most complex relationships are the ones that have been brewing since the sandbox days, especially when those days involve training to fight demons. Imagine Basara's surprise when he signs up for a new sister and gets a succubus prankster instead. Maria Neru's is like that one-party guest who never RSVPs but brings the most fun and chaos. Their initial meetings are like a game of cat and mouse. If the cat were trying to maintain sanity and the mouse had a penchant for succubus shenanigans. Maria's impact on Basara's life is like a tornado hitting a library. Everything's there, but good luck finding it. She's the mastermind behind many of the, "oh, no, she didn't" moments. Her mischievous plots often leaving Basara in situations ranging from awkward to downright supernatural soap opera. Despite this, her cunning is often a lifesaver, like having a Swiss Army knife when you're expecting a simple corkscrew. The dynamic between Basara and Maria evolves from exasperated babysitter and troublesome child to a more nuanced crime-fighting duo. Initially, Maria's antics test Basara's patience like a pop quiz on quantum physics, but as the story progresses, her playful nature and quick wit become crucial in navigating the demon world. It's like realizing the class clown is actually a genius. In a tale filled with demons and destinies, Maria injects a dose of much-needed humor. Her interactions with Basara range from comical pranks to moments of unexpected depth. One moment she's setting up Basara for a fall. The next she's showing a level of understanding and support that belies her cheeky exterior. Their relationship is a roller coaster of emotions, with laughter being the unexpected safety harness. In the grand scheme of things, Maria plays the role of an unconventional teacher for Basara. Through her misadventures, Basara learns to expect the unexpected, making him a more adaptable and resilient hero. It's like having a tutor who teaches calculus using nothing but jokes, confusing but surprisingly effective. In conclusion, the relationship between Basara and Maria in Shinmai Mayu, No Testament, is a unique blend of comedy, chaos, and unexpected camaraderie. Maria, with her penchant for mischief and moments of insightful wisdom, adds a layer of unpredictability to Basara's life. Their interactions are a reminder that sometimes the most valuable allies come in the most mischievous packages, and that a good laugh can be just as important as a good fight in the world of heroes and demons. When Basara first meets Chisato Hasegawa, the school nurse, it's less a trip to the nurse's office and more walk into a mystery novel. Chisato, with her silver hair and aura of secrets, is like a character straight out of a spy movie, only she's armed with band-aids and health advice. Basara is intrigued and slightly baffled. like a cat who's just seen a cucumber for the first time. Chizato's relationship with Basara is like a Sudoku puzzle, complex, challenging, and you're not quite sure you're doing it right. She's the calm in Basara's storm, offering cryptic advice and knowing smiles that could mean anything from "you're doing great" to "I know your deepest secrets." Her influence is like a subtle nudge steering Basara's ship, often without him even realizing it. Basara and Chizato's dynamic is a dance of contrasts. She's the yin to his often chaotic yang. Chizato's serene demeanor balances out Basara's more action. First, think, later approach to life. It's like watching a Zen master trying to teach a tornado to meditate. In her company, Basara finds a sense of peace and clarity, like finding a quiet cafe in the middle of a noisy city. Their relationship has moments that could give telenovelists a run for their money. When Chizato reveals her true nature and intentions, it's a plot twist that could spin heads faster than a breakdancer. This revelation turns their dynamic from a simple student-nurse relationship to a multi-layered, high-stakes alliance. It's like finding out your favorite chill cafe is actually a front for international espionage. As the season crescendos, so does the understanding and trust between Basara and Chizato. What starts as respectful and slightly wary interactions bloom into a profound connection, like a sunflower turning towards the sun. Chisato becomes more than just a mysterious figure in Basara's life. She's a confidant, a guide, and a pillar of support in his turbulent world. In conclusion, Basara and Chizato's story in Shinmai Mau No Testament is like a blend of a mystery novel and a guide to finding Zen in chaos. Chizato, with her enigmatic presence and sage-like wisdom, brings a depth and serenity to Basara's often tumultuous life. Their relationship is a testament to the power of understanding and the unexpected forms that guidance and support can take. It's a reminder that sometimes the most profound connections are with those who teach us to look beyond the surface and find calm in the storm. Imagine throwing a family reunion, but instead of awkward small talk, you have epic battles, and instead of relatives, you have demons and heroes. That's the first season of Shinmai Mau No Testament in a nutshell. It's a roller coaster ride where the tracks are made of sword fights, magic, and a generous dose of supernatural drama. From Basara's unexpected familial expansion to the everyday trials of living with a demon princess and a succubus, it's been nothing short of a sitcom with swords. Basara started the season as your typical brooding teenager who just happened to be part of a hero clan. Now, he's like a brooding teenager who's accidentally become the father figure in a demon-infested household. His journey from confused hero to a slightly more confident protector is like watching someone learn to cook using only YouTube videos. Messy, but surprisingly effective. The season leaves more questions hanging than a suspense novel. What's the full extent of Basara's powers? What's Chizato's real agenda? And most importantly, how do they plan their grocery shopping with all that's going on? These unanswered questions are like puzzle pieces you try to put together while wearing oven mitts. Tricky, but you can't help but try. If the first season is any indication, the future looks like a mix of high school drama and epic fantasy. Will Basara master his powers? Will Mio ever have a normal day? And will Maria finally use her powers for something other than pranks? It's like trying to predict the weather in a world where weather includes demon storms and hero hurricanes. In summary, Shinmai Mau No Testament is like if a fantasy novel crashed into a sitcom. It's got everything: action, magic, and a family dynamic that would make even the most seasoned therapist raise an eyebrow. The series has taken us on a wild ride, complete with emotional roller coasters, a few loops of confusion, and some genuinely heartwarming moments. The first season wraps up like a burrito of chaos and charm. It's messy, filled with surprises, and you're not entirely sure what the ingredients are, but you enjoy it anyway. It's a story that reminds us that family isn't always blood. Sometimes, it's the demon princess and succubus you pick up along the way. As we close this chapter, we can't help but look forward to the next season, where the only thing we can expect for sure is the unexpected.